How's it going, guys? Today I'm going to show you how to make some Beauty and the Beast theme cake. First, in your dry mixing bowl, we are going to add 3 cups of all-purpose flour. Not to use cake flour or bread flour. 3 cups of all-purpose flour. Measure and level. 1 cup of really good quality cocoa powder for this job. I'm gonna make sure you get the intensity of the chocolate in here. You want a lot of chocolate because in the wet ingredients we don't have any chocolate. Then I'll be adding 1 3/4 teaspoon of baking soda. This helps to control the acidity of the cake and helps for the proper rise in the cake itself. 1 3/4 teaspoon baking soda. This recipe don't need a sifter. It's easy, right? Now, baking powder, a teaspoon. In some cake recipe you need baking soda and baking powder. And finally 1 teaspoon of fine salt. Now I'm going to grab my whisk. You need to use whisk in here because you don't want any lumps on your flour mixture, and if you're just using a spatula, the lumps will still be there. So make sure you don't use your spatula to mix this up. Gonna make sure you whisk them until they're really nice and combined. That's why I'm taking a large mixing bowl. If it is not necessary to mix them completely, I'll use a smaller bowl. In our wet mixture bowl, I'm going to add 2 cups of milk. Then I'll add 2/3 of a cup of vegetable oil. Sunflower oil will be great. 4 large free-range eggs. And finally, my last eggs. My 1.5 cups of sugar. Granulated sugar or super fine, doesn't matter. It just need to be sugar. Continue on, moving on to 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And finally 1 tablespoon of instant coffee granules to bump up the chocolate flavor. Vanilla and the coffee granules works here as amplifiers. Just like in a machine, you need amplifier to strengthen the machine up. So this is the example. I've mixed my wet ingredients until they're all mixed. My coffee granules is not mixed in, but that's okay. I'm adding all of my flour mixture and beat them on pretty low speed. Not on high, please, or it will splash to you. And this is what you're looking for. A really nice fluid batter. This is gonna be really soft. Not soft, but really moist. I love a moist cake. It's gonna be very good. It's like you are opening a box cake mix, but this is what you make at home. So it's very easy. You don't need really hard ingredients. Divide your mixture into 2 8-inch round cake pan and bake at preheated 350-degree oven. It's gonna take for about 40 to 45 minutes depending on your oven. So in this bowl I have 8 egg whites plus 2.5 cups of granulated sugar and a teaspoon of salt. You're gonna mix them just until they are completely combined and the sugar dissolve. You're gonna heat them till 150-degree Fahrenheit. 150-degree Fahrenheit is the temperature where egg whites is safe to eat. this is not a raw buttercream recipe. This is a cooked icing recipe. So once it has reached 150 degrees, transfer them into our mixer bowl and beat them for about 5 to 10 minutes on very high speed till this is what you're looking for, until glossy and stiff. This also must be cool to room temperature before you start adding your butter, because if it's not room temperature, then you start adding your butter will melt and completely your icing will be runny. Okay, if your icing curdles not look so good, just keep mixing. It's not your failure. They are curdled because you keep adding butter. But finally, you'll get a really good and combined buttercream. And this is it. Our Swiss meringue buttercream ready. Our cake is also ready. I've let them cool on a wire rack and placed them on a cake board, and they are ready to be assembled. So on a clean cake board, I'm spreading my buttercream that is dyed into a white yellow color to represent Belle.This. And I'm adding parchment square to keep my cake board clean, so that in the final result, when you want to take a photograph, your cake will not be so dirty. Okay. And now we are going to take a piping bag, fit it with a tip and make a dam around our cake. So a dam just means a barrier for the filling to not leak out from your cake. Actually, I've flavored my buttercream rose flavor by adding 1 tablespoon of rose essence to it. And then I'll add my ganache. This is just simply 4 ounces of chocolate and 4 ounces of cream melted together. Cover it in cling wrap, put them into the fridge, whip them, and they get to this consistency. You don't want to over whip them, you just need to whip them a little bit, just until they are spreadable. And after I've added my ganache, you want to make sure your dam is not higher than your ganache. Second layer of cake right on top, and finish with your buttercream. You don't need to really smooth ice the cake. You're just looking for the cake to be very not too smooth, but you just want the cake to be like crumb coat. You don't want to really smooth ice the cake. Taking my spatula and smooth the top first. You also don't need to cover the top actually. This is what you're looking for. Don't need to really brush your buttercream. Spread it until it's really nice and complete. Now for the petal pattern. Pipe 3 dots, or how many your cake can hold, upwards, and use your spatula to push from the center of the circle, and you'll get a pretty pattern color. Belle.This has a little bit of petal pattern to it, so just keep doing it until the whole cake is covered with petal pattern, but not the whole cake, just the side of the cake. So doing the same thing on the next line. You can see you don't want to press the buttercream really much. And here are the bell. Look at the dress and see how we do it. Our buttercream is covered on the side, and now we are going to make roses on top, because in the movie Belle is holding a rose. I don't have a flower nail, that's why I'm just making a normal rose. This is tip 2D, and I'm piping. As I turn around, I make circulation. Do the same thing and cover the whole cake with this rose, the whole top of the cake. And this is what you're looking for. Everything is covered, and you can see on the side we have a little bit of flower going on there. This really represents Beauty and the Beast. If you like Beauty and the Beast and you like to be the princess, make this on your birthday cake and you'll be the princess on that day as well. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe, like, comment to my YouTube channel for more recipes like this, and please give me a suggestion what I should make next. Okay, I hope you enjoy this video, and I can't wait to bite into the cake now. So look at the cake. Can I cut into it? I don't think I want to cut into it because I put all my hard work in there and I need to cut it. By the way, thanks for watching guys. Have a nice day. See ya.